Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you about top 10 death metal bands ever. The last video was about black metal, but this was so much harder to make because I had to leave so many great bands out, such as Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel and Blood Incantation. Quick rules, no grindcore, that's too grindcore, and no acid bath. As I said, it was pretty hard to choose top 10, and it's my duty to mention the Finnish bands that got left out. Demolish, crazy technical stuff. Rippikoulu, one of the heaviest bands of all time. Xysma, pretty obscure death grind, carcass style. And Demigod, they are probably the most Finnish death metal band. But anyways, the best Finnish band and number 10 of our list is Amorphis. They actually have only one pure death metal album. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty standard Finnish death metal. But on their second album, Tales from the Thousand Lakes, they mixed Finnish folk metal with death metal, and they did it so well. I cannot even name any band that mixes death metal with folk metal like this. This album is what the first snow sounds like. You know, every time the first snow falls down, I listen to Tales from the Thousand Lakes. And honestly, I have listened to it so many times that I'm kinda getting bored, and some riffs are starting to feel like corny, but I still wanted to include them because this album was so huge. And if you think that I should listen to every band of this list every day and masturbate to their music, just get over it. This is my list. I'm sorry. Number 9, Dismember. You know, they perfected the Swedish sound, Göteborg sound. Dismember is a great balance between, grooviness, old school death metal, and melodies. Super melodic, but not too much. And of course, they are known for their chainsaw guitar tone. And yeah, I guess that's it. Pretty straightforward music. Number 8, Broken Torso. Brutal death metal from Switzerland or Austria, I think. They kinda remind me of Cryptopsy, but they have very melodic twist. They remind me of Intestine Balins as well. The music is very fast sometimes. It's so fast that guitarists cannot even keep up with the tempo, and it sounds super sloppy. But I think that is what makes it heavy as well. And even though they are so brutal, they play in E standard, I think, which is crazy. Just listen to this riff. Number 7, Deicide. Yeah, again, classic band. They are pretty standard death metal, but they just managed to sound very heavy while keeping the pretty straightforward old school death metal sound. They have their complex parts, but they are not trying too much to be complex. Yeah, I saw them live. It was good. The only downside is their lyrics. They are pretty cringe sometimes. Number 6, Suffocation. Yeah, they basically invented modern death metal sound and slam. Super heavy, super filthy, super tight. You know, they're not that chaotic or not super groovy. They're just so tight. It's like a machine that penetrates your asshole like 250 BPM. have some really weird parts that took a while to get into. I don't know why. Some roots are just so obscure. And yeah. Number 5, Entombed. Even though I said that Dismember perfected the Swedish death metal sound, that is true, but the reason why Entombed is higher is the album Wolverine Blues. I don't care if it's not death metal enough. It's classified as death and roll. It's kind of sludgy, many hardcore punk influences, and I love hardcore, so I really do like this album. Don't get me wrong, I like left hand bat, left hand bat, left hand bat, left. I like left hand bat and second album as well, but I don't know. Wolverine Blues is just full of testosterone. You know, when you hear the first feedback. It's Number 4, Contrastic. Really obscure band from Czech Republic. I said no grindcore, but I think Contrastic is death metal enough to be included. The base of their sound is pretty much death grind, but there are significant like melodic and technical death metal influences. There is also some industrial funk, piano, electronic music, heavy metal solos, and even some porn samples in some of the songs. You know, their music is just big mess of everything, but somehow it works. I don't know how. Sometimes it gets a little too experimental for me, but every riff is so good. I'm not saying that I could write this, but their music sounds like what I would write, or what I would like to write. Crazy band, check them out. Number 3, Dying Fetus. At first, I thought they are just a meme because of their stupid name, but then I gave them a listen and I fell in love. I love the hardcore influences. They are pretty much just caveman death metal, but somehow they are making it interesting. The music is very technical as well sometimes. They have kept the same sound throughout their years, but Reign Supreme really does stand out. The songs just flow so seamlessly. I will see them live next summer in Brutal Assault, Suffocation as well. Number 2, Death. Yeah, pretty obvious choice. But what can I say? They are basically the Metallica of death metal. You know, everyone likes death. The first album is not that great in my opinion, but Leprosy, classic. I love the sound. The technical era of this band is great as well. I think Human is their best album. Basically every album is good. There are no bad songs. The only downside is that the songs are pretty predictable. You know, the structure is the same every time, you know, intro, verse, middle part, chorus, solo, repeat, but that's okay. Alright, the best death metal band of all time is Cryptopsy. Where do I start? I think their sound is pretty unique. You know, I can rip off Suffocation or Dying Fetus pretty easily. But yeah, it's impossible to sound like Cryptopsy for some reason. And yeah, None So Vile is one of my favorite albums of all time. I could talk about it all day, but you know, it's just so intense, super memorable. Even the solos are so chaotic, but they are so memorable. You know, sometimes the solos are stuck in my head. Crazy vocals, I think they are awesome. They fit the music so well. And yeah, drumming is awesome, even though it's super sloppy. The feels are just so perfect. And yeah, first album is amazing as well. It's pretty much just simple version of Non So Vile. And of course, their later albums have their moments. I wish they made more songs like Two Pound Torch. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Like and subscribe. You can write down in the comments why this list sucks and what death metal bands I should listen to. But anyways, see you. I might do similar video about hardcore. Let's see.